Here we go. Time for another episode of Universe Mode. And time for another episode of NXT, ladies and gentlemen. NXT episode 7 here in week 21 of Universe Mode. As ladies and gentlemen, here tonight, a blockbuster main event head over heels after NXT takeover. Lars Sullivan, he takes on the Big Show here tonight. Of course, Sullivan, he picked a win against Chris Hero at the NXT takeover Brooklyn pay-per-view. And of course, Charles Guerrero retained his NXT championship in the main event. NXT takeover against Sami Callihan. Well, Chavo, he's not going to be in action here tonight, nor is Sami Callihan, but Sullivan he will, however. Well, no champions will be in action here tonight. One half of the tag team champions, still tag team champions, NXT tag team champions, Kyle O'Reilly. He will be in action here tonight, but not him and Fish. Along with European champion Will Ospreay also not being here tonight as well. So no champions being shown up besides Kyle O'Reilly. But anyway, as we kick things off here in the first matchup of tonight, Brian Cage takes on Zack Ryder. This is a little bit of a heat rematch, of course, nation. Back then, a long time ago, a couple months ago, we did have Zack Ryder take on Brian Cage in the Raw pre-show in Heat. And so, yeah, that happened before and now, as they've both been sent down from Raw over to NXT, of course. Just Raw, they didn't have no use for them, so NXT, we're looking to have a use for them here tonight with a nice little matchup for both of these men, as you see right there. Cage with the double axe handle off the top of the rope earlier, a couple seconds ago, and another double axe handle to Zack Ryder. Now Cage, just a clothesline. And now, ladies and Ryder, can he be able to survive the just monstrous Brian Cage? Of course, here in Universe Mode, we do have a whole lot of monsters, a whole lot in ECW. And well, speaking of ECW, ladies and gentlemen, the Animal BATISTA, your NXT general manager, he shall answer ECW's challenge. Of course, ECW, Kenny Omega, the hardcore champion, on behalf of ECW general manager Paul Heyman, he did call out the NXT roster to a 4v4 matchup at Survivor Series later on tonight. NXT general manager BATISTA, who is actually man enough to actually answer the challenge. Heyman wasn't even man enough to even say it live. He had to ask Omega to say it after the matchup. Well, Omega, of course, got permission from Heyman to say it, so take it either way. But necessarily, NXT General Manager BATISTA answers the challenge here tonight as we now continue the match. Focusing on the matchup here. Brian Cage just absolutely demolished Zack Ryder powerbomb. Brian Cage, now what's this? And the center of the ring has him a powerbomb F5. Now what's this? Ryder definitely is up for sure. Off the ropes he goes. Another powerbomb F5 by Brian Cage. I guess you could call that the Weapon X. And that is it. Of course, the Weapon X is not actually in the game, but hey, that's the closest. And Cage picking up the victory here tonight against Zack Ryder, dominating that whole matchup. For most of the matchup, for the beginning of the matchup, at least, it didn't look like Ryder had the upper hand. But then, at the end of the day, Brian Cage overcomes Zack Ryder. No surprise right there, really. As now, immediately moving on to our second matchup here in NXT. Well, that was a quick first matchup. Just a big victory for Brian Cage. And now here we go, tag team action. As we got Brodus, Clay, and Tensai. They take on the Brood, Vampiro, and Gangrel here tonight. Second match here tonight at NXT episode 7. And now Gangrel immediately lifting up the big man Brodus Clay. Okay, then only a 1 count though. Clay, I think he's shocked after that one. Gangrel able to lift up the big man. Definitely impressive now. Anyway, Brodus Clay body slam to Gangrel, and then just nailing another drop shortly after. Now Vampiro staring down Brodus Clay, and now body slam to the outside, and now Vampiro, now the legal man. Gangrel just manhandled Brodus Clay right in front of our very eyes with a back suplex earlier, and now just a body slam to the outside of the ring. Clay, he has to be shocked here, along with Tensai. Anyway, now, oh wow, Gangrel about to do a powerbomb type variation, or just a regular powerbomb type maneuver, I guess, to Brodus Clay, but then able to block it luckily enough for Clay's own health, I guess. But Gangrel, he's been rolling. But now Vampiro, let's see how he could do against Brodus Clay. Gangrel just had an amazing performance against him. Short and amazing performance, but see if Vampiro could be able to necessarily do it. Gangrel still wearing down Brodus Clay. Vampiro, I don't even know what he's doing, waiting on the ring apron, and now on top of the rope. And now, favor for a lock by Gangrel, trying to wear down Brodus Clay. Of course, you do get counted out here. That counts as an elimination in a tag team match up here. So Clay gets counted out. Well, then it'll turn into a handicap match up here with the Brood. They're then taking on Tensai. And now Brainbuster by Vampiro. Just lifting up the big man so effortlessly is Gangrel and Vampiro throughout this whole matchup so far. Dominating this matchup so far. Of course, the NXT Tag Team Division, definitely not tag division to be messed with, nor is the Raw, ECW, or SmackDown tag division. All tag divisions are pretty, I guess, strong in their own state of way. But NXT, we do have some good tag teams. Of course, Johnny Gargano and Tommaso Ciampa, DIY, along with current tag team champions that did successfully defeat DIY to retain their tag titles at NXT TakeOver Brooklyn. Of course, I'm talking about the team of Bobby Fish and Kyle O'Reilly. And, well, a couple other tag teams we have here, Christopher Daniels and Low Key. Of course, Gangrel and Vampiro, the Brood, that make up the Brood. And also Tensai and Brodus Clay here as well, along with, like, I think another tag team that I currently cannot necessarily remember. But anyway, now it's Tensai and Vampiro. They're inside the ring, body slam by the big man Tensai into an armbar, into a triangle choke. Okay, Tensai pulling out some great maneuvers here. But well, now Tensai making the tag to Brodus Clay. But anyway, as I was saying just a couple seconds ago, yeah, those are all the tag teams here in NXT. 5 tag teams. So DIY, they've taken up the tag picture against Christopher Daniels and Low Key. I mean, against Bobby Fish, Kyle O'Reilly, I should say. So basically, got 5 tag teams here. 4 tag teams that easily could go into contention against Fish and O'Reilly for their tag titles. DIY, they previously failed at TakeOver. That was their rematch clause, and, well, to the back of the line they go, I guess. So they're definitely last in power rankings, tag team wise, because they did lose their rematch clause. Anyway, now Vampiro lifting both men up. Superhuman strength here by the Brood is amazing. Double back suplex to Brodus Clay and Tensai, lifting them up easily like they're some type of SmackDown cruiserweight, or ECW light heavyweight, or a Raw X Division competitor. Bottom line, you know, basically light heavyweights in general, I guess, cruiserweights in general. I really don't know. And now Vampiro on top of the rope and nails the clothesline of both men. Vampiro and Gangrel are rolling this matchup here. Like, seriously though, they just easily lifted up both of these men. And obviously, Tensai and Brodus Clay, they're not small at all. Not small in size. They are huge, very wide men, I guess. So, you know, I'm gonna say wide and not necessarily. I'm not gonna say fat because that'll be very disrespectful towards them, and I don't want to get my face smashed in here. Anyway, now drop kick there by Vampiro, making the tag Gangrel. Yes, he does. The Brood, of course, formerly being on Raw with Dumb, along with Edge and Christian. Christian. Now just a regular tag team on Raw, free from the Brood's grasp, I guess you could say. And so they're looking to make their way to becoming, you know, accurate for the SmackDown, for the Raw World Tag Team title picture. Of course, Edge and Gangrel, former Raw Tag Team Champions, Raw World Tag Team Champions. Of course, they did, you know, originally defeat the Hardy Boys. It wasn't Edge and Christian. It was Edge and Gangrel. That was before Vampiro later then joined the Brood. So there's a little bit of a history lesson right there. And right now, definitely gotta think whichever tag team wins this, definitely get closer in the rankings. For the NXT Tag Team Championships, Christopher Daniel and Low Key sure do as well. Because I believe they've previously won a matchup before, necessarily, if I do remember correctly. Of course, now here it is. Raw Week 2 Hard Boys defeated the Brood. Or the Limit pay-per-view Raw exclusive, the Brood defeat the Hard Boys. Hard Boys there then defeat the Brood at the Sealed Fate pay-per-view in their rematch clause. And then Taker and Kane defeat the Hard Boys. Back in in the latest episode of Raw, week 20. So second to last, the go home show before SummerSlam. Of course, the latest episode of Raw was the post show after SummerSlam. Head over heels after SummerSlam for the main roster. And also, you know, immediately after NXT takeover here for NXT. And tensai taking down Brodus Clay. Both the double axe handle accidentally just missing Vampiro, connecting that mostly to Brodus Clay. But Clay immediately back up. Tensai trying to make do with his mistake and trying to just, you know, take down Vampiro here. Vampiro in a very dangerous position here. He's in the corner of both Clay and Tensai. Clay and Tensai, not the nicest people in the world necessarily. They'll chill you up and easily spit you out with ease. And so that's easily what they're doing to a Brood right now. But once again, Gangrel just acting like he's big bad and strong here. Easily lifting up Brodus Clay earlier, just a couple of seconds ago. So, gotta thank Gangrel and Vampiro of the Brood. Definitely looking to match their success that they had over on the Raw roster, which, to be fair, was a pretty decent amount of success, especially for Gangrel and Edge. Vampiro and Christian, not all that much, so Vampiro looking to actually be accurate here in Nearest Mode. Christian, him and Edge, Christian, well, I guess you could say trying to become better over on Raw with the tag team with Edge. Of course, they're now free from the Brood, so perhaps that could help out Christian in the next upcoming weeks. And right now, as Vampiro makes a tag to Gangrel, baby suplex there by Tensai to Vampiro. I don't think he knows that Gangrel was tagged in. Close onto the back of the head. Gangrel looking to take advantage of the leader of the Brood. Well, at least the former leader of the Brood. I guess to say there are no leaders of the Brood anymore, as it's only Gangrel and Vampiro. And of course, back when Edge and Christian were there, and back when Vampiro and Gangrel were over back on Raw, you know, of course, 3 lackeys and Gangrel was the leader. As Vampiro just a couple of seconds ago just did double DT to both Brodus Clay and Tensai, because why not? Anyway, now Vampiro Lothar's press here to the big man Brodus Clay. And now mounted punches, or just one mounted punch, right to Brodus Clay. Vampiro trying to come up with something else here, but no, Tensai once again back inside this matchup. Very frequent back and forth tags here by both the Brood and Clay and Tensai. They're doing very well for each other. Been a pretty back and forth matchup, I guess you could say. Frequent tags for both teams. But now Tensai have the upper hand here, or not, just walking away here. What's he thinking of here? Vampiro, he is limping, so he is hurt. And he's gonna not make the tag as he gets punched right in the back of the head by Tensai. Gangrel breaking it up. Luckily enough for Vampiro, Gangrel very close. And to the outside goes Tensai, thanks to Gangrel. And Vampiro looking to take advantage. Not going to be able to just in time, though. Tensai, the counter where he was trying to go for, just easily kick him away, swatting him away. And now Gangrel, he's going to get shoved for his own troubles. And now Brodus Clay, well, is he going to help out his tag partner? Because now his tag partner, Tensai, being gained up on here. Oh, kick right to Tensai's, right to the family jewels, I guess you could say. A little bit below the belt right there. Tensai just gonna shrug it off. And to the outside once again they go. This matchup has lost complete control here. And now Tensai trying to go into a striking game with Vampiro. Vampiro is gonna win that one. And right now Vampiro simply kicking Tensai in the chest. And now an ankle lock on the outside here. Clay seeing it. And what? Clay just misses the clothesline. Decided not gonna do anything else. Misses the kick now. Come on, Brodus Clay. And now he's just aiming after Gangrel, and Tensai's just gonna help himself out, I guess. Wow, great job, Brodus Clay. Great job. As this matchup just, oh, hell is breaking loose here. Oh, 4 men on the outside, never mind Tensai. Okay, never mind, back on the outside. Vampiro, luckily enough, getting a lucky break. Just restarting the count for himself right there. And what's that suplex by Brodus Clay to Gangrel into just a side headlock shortly after. And now Tensai from crossface gets picked up by Vampiro onto the concrete, and Brodus Clay just went flying, and Tensai goes flying. The Brood are just doing so good in this matchup. I guess you could say, well, the vampire that is Gangrel using some supernatural powers here is both Vampiro and Gangrel, I guess. And now baby suplex, Vampiro falling. Well, a very nasty landing by Tensai. This matchup finally we're taking order here. Gangrel and Brodus Clay still right out in front of me. And Tensai and Vampiro. Gangrel gonna break it up. But now Tensai just gonna go back to just wearing down Vampiro, but Vampiro the side rush next week. And right now, Trying to get an easy victory there was Tensai, but no, just trying to steal it, I guess. Not necessarily, but you know, trying to make life easier for the Sons of Flip. And now Vampiro, what he's looking for here, has him snapmare to the big man Tensai. Tensai just gonna immediately shrug it off, trying to crawl away, but I guess Tensai doesn't necessarily know where he's at. He was crawling towards the wrong direction, or probably was thinking of something else. Anyway, now Gangrel just dragon screw leg whip to Tensai. Tensai immediately getting back up, shrugging that off. Getting flipped over by Vampiro. What amazing leg strength that must have taken. And now Tensai just fights out with the chop, and now tag in to Brodus Clay. Vampiro just a brainbuster to the outside. There goes Tensai, the big man. Brainbuster to the outside by Vampiro. Once again, the strength of the Brood in this matchup is unreal. DDT. And now Vampiro body slam gets reversed by Brodus Clay. And now Clay with the ankle lock here to Vampiro. This has been one hell of a tag team matchup here on NXT. Anyway, now just jump in. Just a leap through a bulldog, I guess you could say, by Vampiro. As now Gangrel now in the matchup here. And now just a sleeper hold being applied to Brodus Clay. That some might call Brodus Clay the main event player. But I guess that's somewhat of an understatement. But hey, it could happen here in NXT. The main event player Brodus Clay, that could happen. Not necessarily so far, not. But he has been having, I guess, an impressive performance here against the Brood in this tag team matchup. And Vampiro just collapsing right there. Vampiro now. Both Vampiro and Brodus Clay struggling. Hot tag time. Vampiro hot tag to... no, he's not going to make the tag to Gangrel. But Brodus Clay, however, is to Tensai. And Tensai now. Just a couple of kicks into the outside. Goes Vampiro just crashing and burning onto the outside. Brodus Clay taunting Gangrel just a couple of seconds ago. And now choke slam into a choke hold on the outside onto the concrete. Vampiro, the back of his head and the back must be screaming in pure agony after that one. And just a monkey flip once again. Once again, amazing leg strength by Vampiro as Gangrel now taking down Tensai. And now Brodus Clay on top of the rope. That does not spell anything good for Vampiro or Gangrel or even Tensai. Into the outside he goes. As Vampiro just pushing him off, taking his spot in the turnbuckle, and I believe the ground is shaked. Baby suplex by Vampiro to Tensai on the outside here. Tensai on count of 8, and now body slam onto the concrete. The big men are getting destroyed here now, and Tensai gets a lucky break with Brodus Clay keeping Vampiro away from him, and Tensai restarts his own count with Vampiro. His spine being crushed with a Samoan drop onto the concrete on the outside by Brodus Clay. Once again, this has been a great tag team matchup. Gangrel with the clothesline. I believe Tensai's head just probably whipped backwards. Just right into the ring apron. And we have Vampiro on the count of 8 here. Can he make it in time? Tensai does. At the count of 7, Vampiro back inside the ring finally. Anyway, now Vampiro just gets taken down by Tensai. Like I did say earlier, Vampiro, he was limping. And so he definitely is hurt. Off the baby suplex a couple seconds ago. Now Vampiro, what's he looking for here? Has the legs of Tensai as Gangrel and Brodus Clay still on the outside. I guess still brawling. Anyway, now Tensai, what's this? Vampiro to escape out of where Tensai was going for. Dropkick right to the back of the big man Tensai. Anyway, now Vampiro on top of the rope. Oh, he immediately knew that didn't spell anything good. Probably wasn't going to be able to jump off in time to do whatever he was going to do to Tensai. So Tensai probably was going to push him off. Probably would have even landed right here in the announce table, which is definitely not a good thing. Anyway, now Vampiro just a reverse Dragon Rana. Spike Rana. Spiking Tensai on the head. What? This matchup is amazing. Stunner by Tensai. Oh, well, even better. This matchup is insane. The worst part is that this is on the ring apron, the most hardest part of the ring for both of these two men. Anyway, now Tensai just trying to kill Vampiro by choking him to death. Now half-leg crab by Vampiro. Tensai immediately getting out of that Gangrel now. He's finally in the mix. As he goes to his corner, I will assume Brodus Clay is also in his corner as well. Tensai being choked up here with the sleeper hold by Vampiro and Gangrel. What's this? And we're on top of the rope here, guarding, I guess. And Brodus Clay wants to try to break it up. And now close line of tensai. Tensai just went flying a couple inches right there. A couple of feet. That's now Gangrel just staring at me here in the announcer's table. I guess that's not that good. Hello? Stop looking at me. Anyway, I was trying to focus back in the matchup here. And Vampiro just a back suplex. Right to tensai on the ring apron. Once again, Gangrel, stop staring at me, seriously. And now Vampiro has a Michinoku driver to tensai, and tensai is just gonna no-sell it. F your finish, basically, is what tensai is saying. Screw your spot. And now tensai, what's this here, baby? Suplex to Vampiro. Vampiro just gonna spring back up like it was done. Headbutt. That's definitely gonna keep him down, or not. Vampiro's just superhuman. He's not gonna sell anything. It's a no-sell mania here. No selling moves. Apparently the Brood and Clan Tensai do not know what the word selling means here in the pro wrestling term, so they're just gonna spring back up. And now Vampiro again punched right in the back. Tensai. This match has been going on for a while. It's been dragging out for a while. That ankle lock here by Tensai is gonna try to rip it off. But now just switching up to a surfboard moments ago, and now has Vampiro up. Brainbuster. Okay, then Tensai with the Brainbuster to Vampiro. That definitely has to be a concussion. And Gangrel, he's not able to break it up in time. Tensai and Brodus Clay, they pick up the victory. A very much well-earned victory as well. Congratulations to them. As anyway, time for the insert. Survivor Series, of course, ladies and gentlemen, will be the next pay-per-view here in New Smell. That's the Raw, ECW, and SmackDown logos. That will perhaps change. The NXT logo will perhaps be showcased right there, as they could soon change the logo depending if the Animal Batista, our SmackDown general our NXT general manager does accept ECW's challenge, and that announcement will be made after this matchup was one half of the NXT Tag Team Champions Kyle O'Reilly off of a successful title defense, with him and Fish defeating Gargano and Ciampa. They have momentum going ahead into their next title defense, whenever that should happen. But anyway, Kyle O'Reilly 1-on-1 action here against Xavier Black. This young rookie sensation. He had a great matchup against the Brian Kendrick, I believe, in the latest episode of NXT. It was an amazing performance. I believe that was Xavier Black's debut, if I'm not too mistaken. Or maybe I am, because let's try to check the footnotes here. I could have sworn that happened sometime around here, or I'm probably just tripping out here, because anyway, Xavier Black, I know for sure it's definitely not his first matchup off the super kick. Kyle O'Reilly not gonna sell it. Well, anyway, I guess it doesn't really matter, because in the history books, in the record books, we do have Xavier Black, in the matchup here in NXT. I say I cannot remember which one. I believe it was against Kendrick, or something connected with him being a matchup against Kendrick. But anyway, as we continue the matchup here, Kyle O'Reilly just a hammerlock submission maneuver to Xavier Black, letting go Fisherman suplex to Black, and just a 2 count. Xavier Black, if he picks up a victory against someone like Kyle O'Reilly, then that's definitely some big momentum. Definitely a push either for the European Championship, or the NXT title. Anyway, off the ropes he goes. Super kick to Kyle O'Reilly. 1, 2, only a 2 count. And now hammerlock not hammerlock DDT, just a regular hammerlock submission maneuver once again by Kyle O'Reilly, and just double unhook DDT and a stunner by Xavier Black. He has easily turned from Mick Foley to Stone Cold Austin to back to Mick Foley in literally 10 seconds to and only a 2 count. Anyway, now Michinoku driver. Jesus. Xavier Black trying to kill Kyle O'Reilly here. Choke DDT. Black is on fire here. Has him up. What's next? Suplex powerbomb. This man's just trying to kill O'Reilly. 2 count. Only a 2 count. O'Reilly's world has just been rocked. Michinoku driver. O'Reilly has to be seeing stars, because O'Reilly basically has to already be half dead. because Xavier Black has just basically half killed him. And now Kyle O'Reilly scurrying away, trying to just recuperate here. Black has just basically taken a good 10 years off of O'Reilly, stifle all those moves. Anyway, now Lothar's pressed by O'Reilly. Now run back into the ring, trying to create some sort of separation here from the rookie. Black now getting back inside the ring, walks in, double on clothesline by one half of the NXT Tag Team Champions. Now has him up, Kyle O'Reilly, double on hook suplex. And Black just gonna immediately kick back up, has him up, another double on hook. Yeah, double on hook release suplex. To the outside, Black went, and now back to the inside he goes. Off top of the rope, and he gets caught! Tombstone! Tombstone! A tombstone powder Phoenix Splash! Xavier Black is trying to kill O'Reilly here. He caught him in midair and connected with the tombstone. Let's take a replay of that first off. Well, here we go. See here, Kyle O'Reilly. This is when he takes off here. Then Xavier Black out of nowhere catches him backwards and then just kills Kyle O'Reilly. Murders him right there. Tombstone to one half of the NXT Tag Team Champions. Wow. Bobby Fish. Of course, Kyle O'Reilly's tag partner definitely has to be looking on in that move backstage and has to be saying, damn, I probably might as well just be tag team champions by myself, because O'Reilly, he must be no good after that. O'Reilly just went night-night. And, well, first time we are used to instant replay over there. That was kind of cool. Anyways, we now continue here. What's happening? Back in the ring, O'Reilly still feeling the effects of that, I bet. Along with the Phoenix Splash shortly after that. Now just a knee right to the back of the head. And now Xavier Black, he's just trying to kill O'Reilly throughout this matchup. It is literally amazing. Anyway, now O'Reilly has him up to the outside. Xavier Black goes. O'Reilly, now what's this? What's this? Oh, we'll drop. And oh man, they're right in front of me here. Oh, come on, no. I'm getting away from this. I'm getting away from here, and they're super close. They're super close to the announce table. Don't break it, please. Especially don't break my chair. And they're gonna break the chair, aren't they? O'Reilly now, elbow drop. Super close to the chair. As soon as they leave, I'm sitting back down. Alright, anyway, back to being safe and sound. They moved my chair just a couple of yards away. I'll keep it like that, I guess. Necessary, lucky enough they didn't break the announce table. Anyway, now O'Reilly misses wildly with the front dropkick. He doesn't even know where he's at this point. Xavier Black could win this matchup here. It will be a great victory for this young man. Anyway, now just an arm drag by Kyle O'Reilly to the rookie Xavier Black. And now O'Reilly, what's this? Setting him up for something off the ropes. He goes, and side hug takedown by Kyle O'Reilly. And now an elbow drop by O'Reilly. Bobby Fish looking on backstage, hoping Kyle O'Reilly picks up the victory. Hopefully he doesn't end up being too hurt after this matchup, win or lose. But I think that's going to be a wild hope for O'Reilly's tag team partner, Bobby Fish. Because O'Reilly definitely is hurt. Elbow drop off the top of the rope to the rookie. Can this one be it? 2, and only a 2 count. Xavier Black still fighting out of it. Fighting spirit here from Black. But how much does he have left in the tank? He's put out so many great maneuvers against O'Reilly. And O'Reilly, at this point, he's kind of shrugged him off. Sad enough to say, because O'Reilly looks perfectly fine now. And he is taking it to Xavier Black here. The tables have turned in a major way very quickly. And now front dropkick by O'Reilly. Nicely done with the kick up. And off the ropes he goes. Oh, Xavier Black just dodging a bullet there. And now off the ropes he goes. And O'Reilly dodging a bullet there. O'Reilly, I don't know what he's going for. Double axe handle. Black didn't even see that one coming. Trying to catch him in midair, I guess. Elbow drop. Trying to go for another tombstone with the catch. Anyway, now O'Reilly brainbuster. Brainbuster to Xavier Black. Well, now that I actually think about it, I guess you could call it the brainbuster where Kyle O'Reilly's finisher is. What is it called? The Regalplex? I think it's what it's called, ain't it? Regalplex. For his independent wrestling days, stuff like that. Anyway, moving on, I guess. Anyway, now it's there's O'Reilly getting kicked in the midsection. And, well, he just catches Xavier Black. Black going for something. Looked like a running grapple there. And O'Reilly just gonna easily catch him. The way the tables have turned. Once again, I'm saying it, because it's very much true here. And now O'Reilly, figure for a leg lock here. He's gonna break the kid's leg. Can Black make it to the ropes in time? No, he's not. Black doing what's best for him. tapping out before any further damage could be made to that leg. O'Reilly could obviously snapped it in half if he wanted to, I bet. Kyle O'Reilly, one half of the NXT Tag Champions, he picks up victory. And now, here we go, backstage. There's your GM, Batista. And saying he's heard the challenge. And yes, ladies and gentlemen, NXT, we have accepted ECW's challenge. And now what's this? Of course, Team ECW and Team NXT, like Batista is saying. Spotfest Extreme No Lives, says General Manager Batista. So there you go, ECW, short, sweet, and simple, made by the NXT General Manager, the Animal Batista. And NXT, we have accepted ECW General Manager Paul Heyman and Hardcore Champion Kenny Omega's challenge, because that's Survivor Series 4-on-4 action. Team NXT, they will take on Team ECW. And ladies and gentlemen, that should be a good one. 4 representatives for ECW, 4 representatives for NXT. I will assume that at least Kenny Omega will represent ECW, because he did start this whole thing by doing Heyman's bidding. And to the outside goes Big Show already. Main event time, these two monsters collide. Of course, Big Show used to be in the SmackDown roster, had a little bit of a rivalry against Kazuchika Okada for a while, and now Big Show just being sent down from SmackDown over here to NXT. Surprisingly enough, SmackDown didn't send down Okada, surprisingly, because Okada didn't necessarily have on much, storytelling. And Big Show, Jesus Christ, almost killing me here. Big Show just, I don't know what happened, but Big Show just crushed my damn chair, and now Sullivan crushed the table. I'm gonna have to stand now. Big Show just skimmed by me, just skimmed my feet, I guess. I felt the breeze. Big Show has just almost killed me here. My table and my chair here, they've been destroyed. I'm gonna have to stand up. Luckily enough, this is the main event here. Big Show basically has almost killed me. That was a scary experience. I guess an even scarier one would have been an untamed animal like Lars Sullivan. Of course, Sullivan going from the ECW roster over here to NXT, along with Pentagon Dark. And right now, Big Show, Sullivan, he is busted open a little bit. The Freak Show, Lars Sullivan, and now just a badly overheadly suplex by the big man. Can the Big Show be what it takes to defeat Sullivan? If Chris Hero couldn't at TakeOver, can the Big Show do it? Now Big Show on top of the rope here. Could have an earthquake if these two fall off of that. And right now, what's this? Big Show flying away from Sullivan. Just Irish rips him so hard that Big Show fell down himself. And right now Sullivan was this sleeper hold. Gonna try to choke out the Giant. Well, the Giant trying to choke out the Giant, I guess, in this case. But Big Show able to slip out of it. And right now, Big Show getting punched by Sullivan. Sullivan, strike. Just a strike fest here. Striking back and forth. There's Big Show and Sullivan just slammed him down. Gorilla press slam, and now Big Show knee drop. The ring and the ground involved just shaking, and Sullivan drops Big Show midway through that tombstone type variation of maneuver. German suplex into a roll up. What the hell? Sullivan here. Is that 3? It's a 3 count. Lars Sullivan has defeated the Big Show in, I think, the better part of 3 minutes. Lars Sullivan has just defeated the Big Show in the main event of NXT. Cheap or not, German suplex into the roll-up. Anyway, I'm getting word here. We just have a graphic pop up at our screen here. And as you see, I'm getting word. There's only one thing this graphic explains. NXT General Manager Batista, he has just told me here that at the Survivor Series pre-show, not only in the main show will it be NXT versus ECW with 4-on-4 tag action, but in the pre-show, it will be our 2 biggest monsters. NXT's biggest monster, as our Lars Sullivan, will take on ECW's biggest monster in the almost unstoppable Braun Strowman. The only man to actually stop him has been ECW champion Minoru Suzuki. Strowman, he's lost his rematch clause, so Strowman, he is a pissed off monster. Strowman no longer is in contention for the ECW world title, And so, I guess he's gonna take his angers and frustrations out on Sullivan at the pre-show. But ladies and gentlemen, we got our monster. We got Lars Sullivan. It's gonna be Sullivan and Strowman, NXT versus ECW, the Survivor Series pre-show. Well, the pre-show has just been worth watching now. That is all for NXT. Catch you on the next one, and goodbye.